Today, we're going to explore one of the most dangerous and complex rivalries in the Middle East, the long-standing tension between Israel and Iran. As military threats escalate, nuclear ambitions grow, and proxy conflicts intensify, many are asking, are Israel and Iran on the brink of a full-scale war? Let's break down the history, the reasons behind the conflict, recent developments, and what the future might hold. The conflict between Israel and Iran wasn't always this intense. In fact, before 1979, the two nations had relatively friendly ties. Iran even recognized Israel in the early years of its independence. But after the Islamic Revolution in 1979, everything changed. Iran's new Islamic regime, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, rejected Israel's right to exist and began supporting anti-Israel groups, especially Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza. Iran's foreign policy became driven by opposition to Israel and the West, particularly the United States. Since then, Israel has seen Iran as its greatest existential threat, especially due to Iran's nuclear program. One of the main sources of tension is Iran's continued push to develop nuclear capabilities. Although Iran insists its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes, many countries, including Israel, believe otherwise. Israel fears that a nuclear-armed Iran could pose a direct threat to its survival. To stop this, Israel has allegedly conducted sabotage operations, cyber attacks like the famous Stuxnet virus, and even targeted assassinations of Iranian nuclear scientists. Meanwhile, Iran has expanded its influence across the region through proxy forces. In Syria, Iran supports the Assad regime. In Lebanon, Hezbollah, heavily funded and armed by Iran, is one of Israel's most dangerous enemies. In Yemen and Iraq, Iranian-backed groups have also grown stronger. This network of proxies gives Iran the ability to threaten Israel from multiple fronts without a direct confrontation. Israel has responded with frequent airstrikes in Syria to stop Iranian weapons transfers and military buildups near its borders. These airstrikes have increased significantly in recent years, raising fears that a wider war could erupt at any moment. In addition to conventional and proxy warfare, cyber warfare has become a major front in this conflict. Both Israel and Iran have accused each other of launching cyber attacks targeting infrastructure, military systems, and government institutions. Diplomatic efforts to ease tensions have mostly failed. The 2015 Iran nuclear deal, officially known as the JCPOA, was an attempt to limit Iran's nuclear activities. But after the US withdrew from the deal in 2018, Iran resumed its uranium enrichment, further increasing Israeli concerns. As of now, Iran is believed to be only weeks away from having enough highly enriched uranium to build a nuclear bomb, although weaponization would take longer. Israel has repeatedly said it will never allow Iran to become a nuclear-armed state, even if it means launching a preemptive strike. So what would a direct war between Israel and Iran look like? Experts believe it would be devastating. Israel could launch airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites. Iran could respond with missile attacks on Israeli cities, and its proxy groups could attack from Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza. The conflict could quickly spread, dragging in the US, Arab countries, and possibly Russia. So far, both countries have avoided direct confrontation, instead fighting through cyber attacks, assassinations, and proxy battles. But as tensions rise, the risk of miscalculation or accidental escalation grows. In conclusion, the Israel-Iran conflict is a dangerous game of power, ideology, and survival. While both nations may not want a full-scale war, the complex web of actions and reactions could push them toward one, especially if diplomatic efforts continue to fail. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.